Known for the stormy skies that frequent the territories throughout the year.
I hope I don't poop in my pants. That's all I gotta say.
It's also a region once defined by the rise of an angsty subculture.
So tonight is controversy.
And known around the globe as a beacon of technological innovation.
In 1990, I used to be a big fan of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah, that's right.
And one of the rarest granite countertops on planet Earth. Check them out, the Hulkamania is here. Yeah!
Barb Pexa is taking you on this once-in-a-lifetime journey. Whether finding your next home, your favorite venue, or simply living your American dream, you can do it in the Pacific Northwest. From the Puget Sound to the Cascade Mountains to the booming metropolis of Seattle, there's a little something for everyone.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Thanks for coming.
It is freezing.
I'm sure it's a little bit colder than San Diego,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
I don't know if I have enough warm or clothes on me, but we'll do what we can, right?
We'll just do our best. I thought we'd start here. This is here the home of the Snoqualmie Falls at the Salish Lodge. It's one of the most visited spots in all of the greater Seattle area. And one of my favorites is back in 1990, I used to be a big fan of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gotten a great cult following, and I think it's really cool, kind of dark and stormy and funky Pacific Northwest. So I thought we'd check it out.
Awesome, that's it.
Okay. One of my favorite things to bring all my new clients to here is the falls. I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's so picturesque, the scenery itself. I love it.
It is. So right down here we've got the main falls.
Okay.
It falls way, way, way down there. The water is really flowing at a high rate today because we've had a lot of rain in the area. And it's really beautiful. From these windows right here at the Salish Lodge, you can have a really fantastic meal. The Salish is a high-end luxury boutique hotel.
Very nice.
No, just find the light in honesty, 'cause I've never been good at telling stories. Yeah, we're gonna ride this wave until it breaks. We're gonna drive all day. We're gonna ride this wave until it breaks. All I know, yeah, all I know.
All right, Barb, this has been a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for showing me this.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to see what else Seattle has to offer. What do you got for me?
Next, we're going to head down to Seattle on Lake Union, and we're going to hit up Gasworks Park. I've never totally understood why it's so famous, but it is where we have our 4th of July fireworks every year, and everybody loves it.
Okay, I'm down to check it out.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Welcome back. We're taking you on a tour of one of the coolest locations in the United States, the Pacific Northwest. One of the great things about this show is you learn all about the cities you thought you already knew. I mean, I had no idea Twin Peaks was shot right outside of Seattle. Next up, Barb is taking us on a tour around Gasworks Park. Check it out.
All right, this is pretty amazing, but what the heck is it?
You know, it's pretty interesting. This is an old site of the Seattle Gas Company.
Okay.
And they've turned it into a really popular Seattle park. We have our 4th of July fireworks here.
Very cool, very cool. And Nice view of downtown Seattle.
Yep, this area right here is called South Lake Union.
Perfect.
And part of the reason they have the fireworks here is it's surrounded by water, so the water's just packed with boats. People come here, they can be underneath the fireworks.
Okay.
And of course, you know the company Amazon.
Of course, everybody does.
Yeah, our headquarters are right down here.
Very nice, and it feels like a movie like Sleepless in Seattle, right?
Yeah,
Got that feel?
Well, you're right. So if you look out here along all these floating houseboats out there, those are the sorts of homes that Sleepless in Seattle were filmed on. And another thing that downtown Seattle is well known for that's fairly unique.
Yeah, for sure. It's just that unique look of real estate, and also just like the atmosphere is a different change from what I'm used to anyway in San Diego, right?
So yeah, I think it's a really cool part of Seattle. It's artistic and edgy and industrial. Oh my God, is that a drone up there?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Did somebody crash their drone on it? That's a piece of equipment to lose. Hey Diane, and this is the house I've been talking about, wanting to show you.
Very nice.
We are up here in Bellevue on Cougar Mountain.
Okay.
And this home is built by the Buchan builders, and they're a real classic traditional builder in Seattle. They do mostly high-end listings.
I've noticed, it's got that classic look to it, right? The vintage, but also traditional form of it.
It's very traditional. They make it just modern enough. With all the great top-of-the-line appliances and fixtures, but in a very traditional mode. But hands down, my favorite space in this house is the outdoor living room.
Of course, nice.
As you know, we're in Seattle and we get a lot of rain. So I think all home builders should put these outdoor living rooms in their houses. It's got
covered all the way through. Oh, that's cool.
Covered all the way through, gas fireplace, gas heaters. And a 48-inch grill with hood system, which is fantastic.
What type of buyer do you see purchasing this home?
My guess is probably a family, something like that. But with the main floor ensuite room, we can also have
like a
multi-generational living.
Perfect.
Which is really big in these, I would say, these days in this part of the country.
All right, Barb, rumor has it that you do something special for your buyers. What is it?
We cater and host our buyers' housewarming parties as their thank you present for choosing to work with our team. I come from the restaurant business, and it was a perfect carryover for high-end customer service, sociability. It's just the highlight of their process, we think. We send out the invitations, we send out the thank you cards, we get to mingle and meet all of their favorite family and friends, and it's really a lot of fun. Sometimes we have a little bit too much fun, but that's how we think we have a great customer base.
Well, nothing like, you're working with these clients and buyers, right? So you get to know them in the process of buying their home. So what better way than to throw them a party in their housewarming party?
We could not agree more. And it seems almost sacrilegious not to take that process all the way through and help them celebrate. We cater it, we bring wine, we bring Prosecco, we do a toast. We even have cute little aprons we've made with our team logo and our names. So we really have a lot of fun with it.
Good for you, that sounds great.
Yeah.
We live just at the trailhead of one of the many trails that run along Cougar Mountain. And you walk among huge maples and evergreens. Maple leaves as big as your head, they're just giant. This home, which sits on Cougar Mountain, 1,000 feet above Lake Sammamish, and with a beautiful view of a 10,700-foot volcano called Mount Baker, which is snow-covered year-round. I love to write thrillers that are really a combination of really good stories, interesting characters, very dynamic human conflict, but also on the edge of science. And the Seattle area is very vital to that, with the University of Washington, with the Primate Research Center, with the very modern architecture that blends in with the very old architecture. It provided a very good setting, and you could really get the feel of Seattle and the surrounding area. But also, it entered into the conflict and the challenges of, trying to move across all those different terrains and meet some of the challenges that we set up in the book. You could almost feel the oxygen levels go up and the stress levels go down. And that is how I would sell Seattle to someone just coming in.
That house is so cool. Right up on the hill overlooking Lake Sammamish, that's got to be one of the best locations on the block. It just has such a thriller feel to it. It all makes sense as to why Steve Hadden chose that location. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen his novels, go check them out. I know I will. Who doesn't love a thriller? Next up, we're checking in on one of our partners in your area. Hit it.
And welcome back to The American Dream. My next guest is Jenn Ferlita. She is a realtor with Keller Williams. Jenn, great to see you again.
Hi, Jen. Good to see you too.
So we're right in the thick of the holidays. Tell me a little bit about the real estate market during this time. Does it slow down?
You know, you would think that it starts to slow down around the holidays, but quite honestly, just last month we had over 1,700 closings just in single-family homes, so it hasn't really, slowed down that much.
Busy as ever. So what are some of your tips and tricks for people that are thinking about doing that?
First of all, you have to plan. So whatever is going to work best for your family, you have to plan around that. I think, putting your closing date the day before a holiday is probably not the best idea. Give yourself a few days so you have time to unload some boxes, get whatever decorations you want up, purge anything that you don't need, use, or love. Just toss it. It's gonna make your move a lot easier. You gotta pack early, and don't go crazy with your credit cards because your mortgage lender is going to go crazy and you may put your loan at risk. So obviously you don't wanna do that.
That's a great point. If you're out buying gifts for the holidays, you could affect the potential sale of your home.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So tell me a little bit, Jenn, about some of the things that are happening right now in Tampa. I know that there's some exciting events happening. The Sparkman Wharf is just opened up. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Sparkman Wharf opened November 30th. So they did their grand opening. It's downtown. You've got waterfront views. You have food kiosks, places to get cocktails. So it's a great place for people to hang out and eat and drink. And then we also have Curtis Hickson Park right now is doing their winter village. So they've got an ice skating rink and some shopping and some fun things for the families.
Well, I love that, and there's always fun things to do in Tampa year-round. It's really a live, work, play, indoor, outdoor kind of a place all year, all 365 days of the year. Jenn, before I let you go, some people around the country saw a little bit of a steadying in the market, maybe a little bit of a correction. What are you seeing, and what are you projecting for 2019?
The market did steady a little bit. It got a little crazy over the summer. It's starting to kind of even out now, but I don't think the momentum is slowing at all. I think once spring hits, we're gonna get right back into that heavy turnover. 2019 is gonna be better than 2018.
Fantastic, and as you said, planning is key. Jenn, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Bella Rosa Condo on beautiful Clearwater Beach, America's #1 beach destination in Tampa Bay. I'm Brandon Rhymes, Platinum MVP Realty. Let's check out this beautiful waterfront condo, beachfront condo that is. Check out this kitchen, amazing kitchen, one of the rarest granite countertops on planet Earth. Nice wood cabinetry and just an amazing open view. And then the first thing you notice is the Gulf of Mexico. Let's take a look at this beautiful water view. Voila! How would you like to have that as your backyard? Right on the beach, Clearwater Beach, world renowned for its sugar sand beaches. As I look out here and I enjoy this time, it reminds me of the American dream and why we work so hard for helping our real estate clients obtain their dream home. A lot of our buyers and sellers, they're working very hard as well, and that's the American dream. To be able to enjoy what you do and be passionate about what you do. First thing in the morning, just think about waking up from this beautiful property. This flooring is magnificent. I love the flooring in this place. Storm impact windows are key. And then on the other side, you've got intercoastal waterways. So you can see the boats coming in and out, going under the bridges. You have community pool, spa, and of course, direct access to the beach. So after you've enjoyed your beach time and you hung out in Clearwater Beach, all you have to do is grab this remote and hit that button, and it's gonna close it down. So we're here on Clearwater Beach walking the strip for you, and you never know who you're gonna run into here. Check them out, the Hulkamania's here. Yeah. So we decided to bring you over to a rooftop restaurant here in Clearwater Beach. You got the bridges over here, you've got the hotels, lots of shopping and restaurants, and the beautiful beaches, of course. So it's a great place to be, to live, work, and play. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today, checking out our listing on Clearwater Beach, the gorgeous property. We checked out some of the local landscapes and walked through the strip there. We had a special guest bump into as well on the beach. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness and do something kind for one another. We'll see you next time on the American Dream television show.
Eyes wide open, take it all in. The hearts have spoken. Let it begin.
Hey, Mark.
Ready to fly?
We're ready to fly.
All right.
How's this going to go? Can you tell us how this is going to go today?
You're each going to be tied together with a professional certified tandem instructor.
Good to know.
One-on-one. You're in front, the instructor's in back, and you are going to fly off this mountain, Poo-Poo Point in Issaquah, out into the blue yonder.
You ready?
I hope I don't poo-poo my pants. That's all I gotta say. How high are we?
We're at 1,700 feet over the valley, 1,800-foot mean sea level. It's a beautiful view today. It's a great day to fly.
The sun came out first. We're pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Thanks
Yeah.
so much for let's do this.
To call home. We had a moonlight and midnight blue. Into the silence we echo through. I've been waiting for so long just to find you. Just to find you. Steady.
Barb invited us here to jump off of this cliff, so we're all here together right now.
Waiting for that
Frozen,
moment.
but loving it.
We're gonna repay the favor by having Barb come out to our party tonight, Controversy, Beyonce vs. Rihanna, and we're gonna dance all night long. Yes, this is Black Gatsby, and I'm Disco Shrine.
She's so extra right now.
And we are.
Cut that last part. Cut that last part.
And I'm Disco Shrine, and we are signing off the mountain like, hey.
Into the silence we echo through. I've been waiting for so long just to find you. Just to find you.
Nope, won't, couldn't. I can't. Jump off a mountain? Diane, major kudos to you. I'm proud beyond words. While I catch my breath, we're sending you over to another expert in your market. Let's go.
And my next guest out of the Tampa market is a realtor with Keller Williams. I want to welcome onto the American Dream for his very first time, Robert V. Ortiz. Robert, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So, Robert, tell me a little bit about your backstory, why you ended up getting into real estate, and how did you really get to the place that you're at now, which is a top producer in your field?
I was introduced to mortgages because I liked numbers in school. It took off from there. I was a loan officer at Buy Owner here in Tampa. From there, I grew to a real estate company where I was their administrator. I saw more money being made in real estate than mortgages and wanted to do real estate, negotiate short sales, and work on property valuations, and I've become an expert in those fields. It's really taken off since I've been with Keller Williams.
You mentioned short sales. Tell me a little bit more about the clients that you help that are under financial duress.
Right now, the investors that I work with bring short sales to me because they know I do a good job, always the client's best interest in mind, and it's just really grown from there. I mean, I do them now for 6 online investment companies and want to continue to grow in that field.
Wow,
I love it.
That's incredible. And you are a certified negotiations expert. How much does that help you in this line of work?
That just offers more credibility to me as far as, you know, hey, he must know what he's doing because he did get that certification too. Besides that, everything helps me to keep me at that level where I'm at and keep taking it to the next level.
You're a jack of all trades, I think.
I love it. I like a smile on their face when I help them with their issues, and, you know, just, it's excellent.
You said that you like to help people. Do you think that that is really the core of the reputation that you've established?
Yes, a lot of my friends always tell me that I'm an honest person, I have a golden heart, and just always want to do the right thing, and that's just the way I was raised, and I like it. I'm happy with that.
Well, Robert, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to having you on the American Dream in the future.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. For the past few weeks, we've been discussing the dangers of cyber fraud. A very hot topic right now is called the spoof card. This is a scammer's dream and the industry's worst nightmare. This is an app that makes it possible for fraudsters to actually trick your caller ID on your phone. When they call you, your phone will display a trusted number from a current agent, a title agency, or even a client. Even a trained professional can fall victim to this. Be proactive before giving anyone any information whatsoever. Ask them 3 questions that pertain to you and your closing. Can you tell me your last 4 digits of your Social Security number? That's number 1. Can you tell me the name of your loan officer? That's number 2. And can you tell me the name of your real estate agent? That's number 3. If they can't answer these questions, don't give them any information. Remember, never ever email personal information over the internet without safeguards. The safest way to give information over the phone is simply to talk to them, and they have to pass those 3 questions. I'm Ken Martin with your Priority National Title Tip of this week, and we hope you stay safe in the cyber world.
My next 2 guests are realtors with RE/MAX Realty Unlimited. I want to welcome back onto the program Bradley Livingston and Begoña Izquierdo. Thank you both so much for being here again.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are both of you doing?
We can't complain.
That's good. Nothing to complain about in Tampa. So today we're really going to be focusing on sellers right now. So for any potential sellers out there that are thinking that they want to put their home on the market, they're thinking that maybe housing prices are leveling out, they want to get the most bang for their buck, what advice do you have for them? What is their next step?
We do see a lot of times, you know, a lot of people, they're capable of selling their home themselves. As agents, we don't sell homes, we market them. So that's where our profession stands. You know, we market the home, we get it out there on the MLS, we protect the factor, we know the contracts, we read through them, we do this every day. So there's a lot to be gained using a professional real estate agent. And we are backed by a license to do this job. It's just like hiring a lawyer. You need someone that can understand and interpret those contracts properly.
And I also think that the notion of selling your home yourself might harken back to a different time a little bit. You know, I'm going to go down to the local hardware store, I'm going to get a sign, I'm going to put it out on the street. It's not too complicated. I can do this myself. But things have really changed.
Internet is what, you know, what everybody goes through to look at houses. That's the market that is right now. Buying a home, normally they go to the computer and look for a home in the computer.
And they get to evaluate that. They get to make their comparisons from the comfort of their own home. So, you know, when it comes right down to it, trying to sell it yourself, you really have to realize that you're inviting people into your homes. They're probably not pre-qualified to purchase your home. Some may go just for the Coke and snacks. I don't know.
Well, and having agents such as yourselves with incredible connections really helps as well. Before I let you go, I do want to give you an opportunity to talk about a listing that you have. I think this property is going to go fast. Tell me about this home.
That is a very beautiful Cardell-built home. It's in the lovely community of Waterset.
5 bedroom, 4 bath, 3,615 square feet of really detailed.
There's 2 bedrooms upstairs. All the other bedrooms are downstairs. So it's really an immaculately kept, well-kept home. Just gorgeous.
Sounds beautiful. Thank you both so much for being on the show today. Always a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure for us. Thank you.
Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what
This makes me want to move to Seattle. It's awesome and it checks all the boxes. Scenic, Twin Peaks, jumping off mountains, beautiful parks, and some of the coolest nightlife. Sign me up.